Ooh, hang on.
What?
Almost forgot. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. Hi, friends. It's been a year longer. It's been a long time.
And a long year.
Time. Do we look different? Do we look weird? I don't know, we're a whole year older. Since our next video after this one will be jumping quite some time, we wanted to sort of bridge the gap. And since it's been almost exactly a year, just over a year since we came back home, we wanted to reflect on our coming home, our pandemic experience, traveling right when it was beginning and all that. So we're gonna do a reaction video to our video titled COVID-19, Is This Really How It Ends? Laptop is right in front of us, so we're gonna be watching it, stopping, reacting, giving our thoughts.
And we thought rather than just reposting the video and having you watch the same thing over again, we're gonna fill y'all in on just some of the behind the scenes of how we were feeling in certain moments, what was going through our mind, and asking some questions about things that I'm sure you're wondering if you watched the video.
So let's dive on in, huh? You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Hey guys, we are coming to you from our home in Texas, and we hope this... Every time I see this intro, which it gave context, that's important, but it looks like a hostage video. we were so tired and like sad and confused. Look at your sad face. Let's continue. Get home, are we safe? Are we healthy? And so we decided to go ahead and...
Okay, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I got a little trim up on the sides from Ashley.
I forgot about that.
So it's a little thinner. You know, all the barbershops were closed and I was about to go get a haircut.
Just practice without turning. I'm just gonna go straight like that, right?
Ow! Pulled it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You want me to do what I do to Lady? Let you smell it so you're not scared? Does it smell acceptable?
I love a clean shave on the back.
All right, Bubba.
How's it look? Oh, that's contaminated now.
I tried to cut, no it doesn't. I told him it did at the time, obviously, but I cut this right here because I feel like it's what you notice.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to blend it or anything, so it's just gone right there. Oh, I did my very best, but
you did good.
It was so stressful. Anyway, let's go. We bounce to the music, but this is a map of like death, essentially. So
global spread.
We understand that it's not funny, and to anybody who this video finds who lost someone or has long-term effects from COVID, our condolences, our good energy and love is being sent to you. We know everybody's just trying to make light of a very stressful situation.
In the global environment right now with the coronavirus, specifically COVID-19.
COVID. It's funny. It's funny. Everything was so new.
It was the beginning.
I know. It's funny. It's still fun.
What was going on in your mind at this time?
If you've been watching for any length of time, I struggle with anxiety. We both do, but I talk about mine a lot more because I like to talk about it. I was dealing with a version of my own anxiety that I had never before experienced. By this point in our travel, we've been traveling a while, and I felt a sense of pride and accomplishment in my ability to adapt and be flexible. As someone with anxiety, that's usually hard for me, but I love adventure, and I had learned so much about myself and how to take life as it comes, because when you travel, you have to do that. All of a sudden, I was just bombarded with so many things that I was having a hard time dealing with. I was compulsively cleaning our hotel room just to move, just to have anything else to think about. I was just a mess. And even though we were staying at the Rosewood Bangkok, so gorgeous, having room service for every single meal so we didn't have to be around people, I felt like I was coming unraveled a little bit. Like I just don't know what's gonna happen to me. I was truly afraid we were gonna get stuck somewhere that we didn't want to be and then run out of money, because this was towards the end of our planned trip. Anyway, that's what I was thinking.
Okay.
Hello. make it picky.
Just got a sticker, looks like they're screening people for temperature at the entrances, so that's a good thing. We're gonna go check in now. Okay, I remember seeing this line and I was like, there's no way that's our line. There's no way. That's something totally different. We're good. But I do remember seeing that temperature screening checkpoint. This was my first sign of, okay, this is gonna be a travel day. Like, it has started now and there's a massive line and I'm like, please don't be us, please don't be us, please don't be us.
But I saw this line and I was like, oh hell. That was my thought. Ooh. That's the first time I was like, no, 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 no. The line was to check in. We were supposed to be in the line of people, but we thought it was for something else because we were kidding ourselves, let's be real. And so we went to the kiosk like we always do, and we got that, and I was like, in my mind, I'm like, it's canceled, it's canceled. But we just went and got in line.
Flight can't be found. Please retry or contact EVA Air Counter.
That's kind of a cryptic message.
Yeah. And that's the check-in line for EVA Air right now.
Did y'all catch the woman who's wearing a trench coat, goggles, and a mask? I remember. Yeah, plastic poncho. It looked like a coat, whatever.
It does.
I remember at the time seeing that, and it's jarring and a little scary, but you also, part of you is like, that's unnecessary. But I don't think it was unnecessary at the time. I don't blame her. Beyond feeling scared that I was gonna get stuck somewhere, or that we were gonna get stuck, I was like, well, we're getting COVID, obviously. Obviously, like we had to go to the airport. Of course we're gonna get it.
We were pretty strict about washing our hands though, mask on, not touching our face. So, I was prepared not to catch anything.
I know, but I just knew we were.
We're getting closer.
My sad little eyebrows.
What did you say there?
Can you stop filming now? In my mind, I'm like, okay, you got one. Please leave me alone.
Y'all, Ashley did not want me to film all this. She was like, I want to get my flight. I want to get on the plane. Once we're flying out and we're on the plane, I'm good. And I was like, we gotta film it. That's what we do. We gotta capture the moment.
Also, it's a major moment in history. I'm glad we filmed it, but I was only just beginning to like be okay with the idea of putting a camera at my face when I'm not happy. We had done it a couple of times, but we were trying to do more of it, you know, like one, this is like a journal, you know, we want to document, but two, people want to know you. Like, what is the point of sharing with you guys if you're not showing these parts?
Everything, yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, okay, I let you see my sad face for a couple seconds, and I'm like, and I was trying to be real nice, like, please stop.
You did good though. You let me film.
Thanks.
Baby love. We got our boarding passes and flights confirmed from Bangkok through Taipei to LAX. We're so excited that will get us onto US soil, and then we'll catch an American flight to DFW. I
was so relieved to have a piece of paper in my hand that said I was gonna get on an airplane. By that point, y'all, the US State Department, whoever sends travel advisories to citizens, is sending these messages. They're trying to like light a fire for you to get back home, but it says like, come home or else, or you'll be stuck indefinitely. It's very dramatic.
They're closed down for obvious reasons. Time to try another one. From what I can tell, we're the only two in here. Looks like everybody else had the same idea.
We are expecting pushback in 5 to 10 minutes. Enjoy your flight.
Airplane noises make me a little happy and sad at the same time.
I know. I was just getting this like feel-good feeling of like, oh, we're getting seated, we're on the plane, we're about to take off.
I might cry when my butt is in an airplane seat again. Jordan has flown for business a couple of times during this whole year, but I have not. I miss it.
Yeah.
My sister came to see us at some point during the whole year. She flew in from Tennessee and I went to the airport to pick her up. I parked and I get out and I'm like waiting for them to walk up and I hear airport announcements for the first time since we had come home and I got emotional. I was like, I'm supposed to be in Thailand right now. I was so just like happy and sad.
That was one of the songs. Actually, the last song we danced to at our wedding.
Yeah, it was our sweetheart dance.
It was.
It was the one you do, I don't know if everybody does this, but at our wedding, we had to dance all by ourselves. After everybody had left the reception area, we danced alone to that song.
I remember that.
Shashli.
Not really sure what's going on, but we need to transfer to C, so I think it's this line. I feel like this is always me. I see a huge crowd and I'm like, no, that can't be our line. And I walk past. I gotta just confirm to make sure before we stand in the line for 2 hours, right?
That's a thing Jordan does. He believes no one but himself. It's actually something we tiff about regularly. I'll tell him something and he has to look it up himself. I'm like, do you not believe me?
I'm one of those people
Trust but
that
verify, I guess.
No, more like I'm not gonna just assume this is where the crowd's going and I'm gonna go sit in a crowd like this big line for 2 hours and then realize 2 hours later, oh, I could have just went there for something totally different. So I just go ask. Like I'm like, all you gotta do is ask.
Or read the signs.
Or read the signs, which is what I was doing.
Which is what I had done.
That's what I was doing. You're quicker than I am.
I am very quick on reading signs.
So
That's
quick.
why I navigate. When we are walking to and fro, I navigate. People have tried to like pull the gender card with me that he always drives. That's fine because I need to navigate because this boy long ago earned the nickname Space Cadet. He doesn't pay attention to anything when he's driving or walking.
I pay attention. I got a lot going on up here.
You pay attention to what you're thinking about and not the exit you need to take.
That's true. We are a team.
We're a team.
We are a duo.
And
I'm the driver.
I process
I'm the
info
doer.
quickly.
She's
So
a navigator.
I'm just good at, or better than the average, at reading signs quickly and figuring out where the hell we're going. And so thus, I'm the navigator. That's so sad. It's the saddest.
That's when we realized
saddest.
that could be us hoping our flight's not up there and hoping that we're gonna eventually get to where we're trying to go.
I saw that and I was like, well, this is it. We're stuck. It just all felt so dramatic in the moment.
So
it
wild.
really did. It's almost humorous. Maybe we've gotten to the point of pandemic life where it has to be funny or it's sad. We've also already gotten our first dose of our vaccine.
We have.
Yeah, halfway there.
Eventually, you kind of just reach acceptance,
Yes,
right?
yes. This was the denial stage of grief.
Probably. This is a really nice airport, by the way. A lot of fancy shops.
It really is a nice airport. It's the Taipei airport. We've gone through it twice now. You know what's funny? Before we left for our whole trip, we would always ask each other, where are you most excited to go? And the answer would change on our mood, whatever. But a lot of the time, what did I say?
Chiang Mai.
Taiwan. Taiwan.
No, it's Chiang Mai.
We're in Taiwan. It's a very easy answer. No, I would say Taiwan.
We should be on that newlywed game.
We would fail.
I'd fail. Did y'all notice every time Ashley gets in an airplane, she touches the outside of it? What do you do that for?
I'll tell y'all, but like, be nice. I touch the outside of the airplane. You could say for luck, but that's not exactly what it is that I'm doing. I'm acknowledging the airplane. It makes me feel like I see you, you see me. We are not gonna crash or have any issues. That's what I'm doing. It's a little woo-woo, I know, but that's what I'm doing. I'm acknowledging the airplane. And every time we leave an accommodation, every time, what do? Maybe you don't notice. I say goodbye to it every time.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Every time we leave an Airbnb, everywhere we've ever gone, as we're walking out the door, I turn around and I say, bye apartment, thank you. The apartment doesn't know, but it makes me feel like I see you, you see me, we're good.
I just learned 2 new things.
Yeah, I can be a little out there sometimes. But hey, everybody's got their thing. That's what I like to do. The bucket list family kisses the airplane, for goodness sakes. I'm just yapping it.
I didn't know.
They all do it. Anyway, that's why.
The last time preparation. Dinner will be on our way. Our goal to make your journey as comfortable as possible. It's our training required. We have flight time tonight of 11 hours and 40 minutes. We are expecting some turbulence during the flight. Time to keep up. The interest in the eco program.
Little wins when you're traveling are always big wins. And having a seat between you is a big win on any day. But that day I was just like, thank you.
It's such a huge deal.
Thank you. It really was. I listened for the announcements of the captain talking to the flight attendants. If there are any pilots or flight attendants that follow us, say hello in the comments. That would be cool.
That would
Much
be.
respect.
Did you notice we still have our blue buttons on? Or the little blue stickers?
Little stickers, yeah. I think it made me feel like I'm good. I'm good.
No one stopped me.
Nobody, to get that sticker, nobody took my temperature. They did take it later though.
They did.
Yeah, maybe.
Hi, Jerome. We
Hi,
see you.
Jerome. And Sam and Tommy. Friends.
And Tim and Helen. Everyone's like up in the Pacific Northwest.
That's where we need to be.
Seriously. We're about to be in the US.
Did y'all know that I pick 95% of our music? We have evolved our editing as we've gone along. Jordan in the beginning did all of it all by himself, and then after a while I was like, well, let me help you with the music there.
When we first started, I was kind of doing it all.
Because when we very first wanted to travel, we did not want to travel to be YouTubers. We just wanted to travel.
We did,
Jordan wanted to film it. He is nothing if not an entrepreneur. So you're seeing like potential. And I told you outright, I said, film it if you want. I want nothing to do with it. I want to travel. And then at some point it becomes unfair that I'm not helping.
I guilt trip you a little bit in there somewhere probably. I think the entrepreneurial like film it to see what it could become was probably second. The first was I was such kind of like a penny pincher, I guess. Or like I didn't want to spend a lot of money. It was always about saving for our future, all that good stuff. When we were planning for and budgeting and executing for our wedding, we had a very strict budget. And I realized how expensive all of a sudden everything wedding related is. We settled for photography only. We had the opportunity to do videography, to have a video of our wedding. And I was like, no, it's too much money.
This story
I don't want to do it.
Hurts me a little.
Yeah, I mean, it got me ever since. So compound that with, I don't have a ton of like photos from childhood growing up. So I don't have a lot of memories captured of my life. And I didn't have the big moment of the wedding. Afterwards, I was like, wish we would have just bought that. And so for this huge trip, I don't care how hard it is. I don't care that we do nothing. I'm gonna film it. That was my number one.
I don't know if you've ever articulated that to me in that way.
Yeah, that was like,
really nice.
that was the number one reason. Obviously, you had turned me on to like, oh, there's this whole like travel vlogging world. And I was like, oh, and then we started watching Karen and Nate. And then you had some other ones.
And then one day I was like, we're gonna go travel with Karen and Nate to Italy. And he said, all right. And that changed our lives in so many ways. Like we made friends there that we're still friends with to this day.
It's wild to think what, you know, watching people on YouTube will bring you, and some of our best friends were from finding out and watching, YouTube. And that was the primary reason. Secondary was, okay, like this could actually become something, and maybe we could travel for longer.
Also, we were probably a little, well, not probably, we were certainly a little naive about what was involved in being a YouTuber, travel vlogger, content creator, all that. So we thought, yeah, sure.
Yeah, go watch the early videos. You'll find out what we're talking about.
Enjoy yourself. Board our last flight.
Like, what is going on in your mind? There's literally nobody in the background wearing mask, and we're not wearing masks.
Basically, why wasn't I wearing a mask?
Yeah.
Arrogance, naivete, exhaustion. At the time, mistakenly thought, young people don't die from this. I'm home, I'm on US soil, because I was just so focused on getting back to the US that I had in my mind accomplished that. I also thought my mask was contaminated. It's been a lot of hours of travel of wearing the same little mask, and I didn't fully understand transmission and the way it works, so I thought it was contaminated and I wanted it off my face. So I threw it away.
But that's why we don't have a mask on here. And looking back, it's just crazy to watch because I'm like, what were we doing?
We're now the proud owner of a collection of masks.
We have so many, so many. Let's get back to it.
And I've been calling on my ghosts. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home. Oh.
How long did you think this was gonna last? Like, did you think this was gonna be a couple of weeks, a few months? Like, what did you think was going on here?
It's March. I thought by summertime we'd have a normal summer. But that didn't mean I thought you and I were gonna be like out and traveling again. We kind of, sort of at the time thought we were done. Well, I mean, we were running out of money.
Yeah, like I had a few months before this, we came home for like 2 weeks for Christmas break, and I had a couple of consulting jobs lined up. Potentially we'd get out and go travel again. Little did I know, hiring freezes, nobody would hire anything. Consulting jobs fell through, like the bank account was just going down. So I thought we'd work for a few months, 3 to 5 months, and we'd go finish up and travel for maybe 4 more months and then figure it out. We were all over the place.
Just know, the next video and the video after that and the video after that, we changed our minds like the weather. After a while, I mean, still to this day, over a year later, I feel weird saying plans out loud because they may change. I only say them out loud if like we've already paid for it. So you'll see us give you plans and then new plans and then new plans. We've got them now, but that's a surprise.
And I've been lucky torn inside. I put it to rest because I'm coming home, coming home.
Coming home, I'm coming home.
Where is that house?
I'm in it right now, right this minute, we're in it. We haven't been here the whole time. We needed a rental when we came home to Dallas to be alone for a couple of weeks to make sure we didn't have COVID. And a year later, we needed a place to stay in Dallas, and this was available and we loved it the first time. So we're here again, and it's really full circle, especially as we film this video for y'all. We're in the same spot, but like in a completely new headspace and with new plans, because as y'all will see in the videos to come, our plans over the past year changed like the wind.
You have to adapt too, right? Opportunities pop up, you gotta make quick decisions, and
disappointments pop up. Yeah.
Constantly, yeah. And we are very lucky and thankful for what has happened in the last year.
Hopefully this video has sort of bridged the gap between Cambodia, March 2020, to our next video, because our next video has so much. It has some announcements, some news, some information.
So many big new things for us, like what we're doing, what's new with our channel, like what you can expect from us moving forward.
Travel.
It took us
travel. You can expect travel.
It took us so long to figure out what we're doing.
Yeah.
We have an answer, and if you stick around next Sunday, you'll find out.
Also, thanks for 10,000 subscribers.
It took us almost 2 years to get 5,000 subscribers, and then in a matter of 5 weeks, we gained our second 5,000, and we hit 10,000. And we just want to thank y'all for watching our travel adventures.
See you in the next one.